Season opener just a week away in the streets of St. Pete. Tony Kanaan, we are proud to say, is going to be back with us in May, but we're all looking ahead to the season opener again in St. Pete. And you ready to go? Because this off-season, seemingly, for us watching, it's taking forever. I'm sure as a driver, you're like, finally, we get to get back in a race, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how it goes, right? We don't drive the cars for 6 months. In the past 2 weeks, I've been driven like twice a week. I mean, we're in NOLA tomorrow and Tuesday. Then Wednesday we go to St. Pete, and we're racing next weekend. So I'm excited. I really don't like the off season that long. So hopefully they will do something about it.
What do you do in the off season?
Yeah, babies.
Oh yeah, have a baby.
Have a baby. Then you have to spend a lot of time at home, taking care of the baby, not sleeping a lot.
So Lauren's ready to get you out of the house too, then, right?
Yeah, you got to ask her. I think yes.
Point well taken. Hey, last week I was able to go to the open test at a Barber. Obviously, this is the debut of these new Aero kits. We're hearing a lot about this. The Chevy Aero kits, the wings look different than the Hondas. Are you able to tell any difference in the car when you're out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell if you ask me which one it's better or
Right.
whoever have the upper hand on it, but the cars are completely different, which I think for the fans is going to be great because you can really differentiate what's a Honda, what's a Chevy now. As far as performance, it was a lot quicker in Barber. I think you saw that, but also, the steering weight has increased, the grip has increased, so there's a couple little things that I think everybody's a little concerned about the race pace because increasing the grip, we increase a lot of steering weight, and that's going to make us a lot more tired during the races.
And when you say steering weight, there's no power steering in these cars, so there's a lot more. There's a lot more force being exerted while you turn on these corners. Right?
Exactly. Well, for people that don't understand very well, the more downforce you make, which is like the wings are made. It's completely the opposite of the airplane. Is to keep the car on the ground. The more pressure you have, the heavier the steering get. And for us, it was a particular increase in steering weight, and I'm working out double now.
Would you like to see power steering in the future, or is that something that should be addressed, perhaps, or what?
We've been working on it. I would love to, not just because of the weight of the steering. I think that's, racing cars, when you're driving fast, it's always physical, it's always hard. My biggest issue is we had a lot of hand injuries because of the snap on the steering when we hit each other or we hit a wall, and that will be something that the power steering would help a lot because it will make the steering to flow a lot lighter. For the people that don't have an experience, just turn your car off and try to turn the steering wheel. That's no power steering right there, and that's what we have. So on the safety standpoint, we're working on it, and then I think in the future probably we're going to have to do it.
You're in a Chevy, obviously, with Chip Ganassi Racing. The Chevys seem to do pretty well in the test. Is that any indicator you think maybe for St. Pete and beyond that?
No, I think we'll talk about it on Friday after the session
After
in
practice?
St. Pete. It's these tests, you never know who has what. We have the push to pass, and we all are allowed to use the push to pass in the test. Some people didn't, some people did, so you never know. So, no, I don't know. I mean, I know Chevy did their homework, but we can't say who's better now.
What should fans look forward to, you think, in St. Pete? What should folks be keeping an eye on, at least early on here?
I think, the competition, man. You looked last week in Barber. The difference between the sixth place and 12 was 1/10, and the difference between the first and the 12 was 3/10.
Wow.
I don't know how we made that happen. I don't know how we could make it more competitive than it was with two completely different aero kits. So if you guys thought it was good, it's better now.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody thought, okay, the aero kit's going to come out. Will it be as competitive? And it's strange. Right now, it looks like it's more competitive than it is.
Which I thought was impossible. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, I think on the street and road courses we already have it figured out. I want to see when we come here for the open test and in the beginning of May. Maybe that will play a bigger difference.
That's a whole other thing. And once you get past the road and the streets, because you go to Barber, New Orleans, Long Beach, Barber again, and then finally get on an oval with an aero package. It's you don't know what to expect here.
Yeah, the oval package, it's unknown right now. I mean, maybe, let's say, one of the manufacturers will have the upper hand on the first 4 races of the year, and you get to the Speedway and things will switch. So hopefully Chevy will have the upper hand on all of them, and then we'll be good.
What's Deco think about Dad racing, by the way?
Man, Deco, look at it. 2 months old, and he's already here in the museum today shooting a promo for
He's already got
Borg Warner
it
with
working.
his mom. So he's, obviously, I don't know, hopefully. Leo has his own.
Leo just wants
Baby
another
Borg.
one. That's right.
No, he can get another one now. No, Deco is small enough that he has no clue what that is, but for sure, by the time he's old enough, Dad's probably not going to be doing this forever. So I'm probably going to have to win one really soon and just make sure he has one when he realizes his brother has one.
It's cool just to do an interview, by the way, next to the Borg Warner Trophy back over here. So
It's always nice to be here. I mean, this place is magical, so I love just walking into this place. It's something, unbelievable.
the countdown to May certainly is on. Tony Kanaan will be back on our Trackside 6 coverage, and good luck in St. Pete. We'll see you down there, okay?
RTV6, the only place to see the race.